Most people look back at their childhood and see a playground. You look back and see a construction site. While other kids were busy being reckless, you were busy being structural. When someone asks about your early years, you freeze. Not because it was a nightmare, but because the data is missing. It's a corrupted file in your memory. You don't have stories of being carefree. You have logs of being careful. Between the age of 7 and 17, you didn't live chapters. You skipped them. You didn't have a childhood. You had a career in survival. While other kids were learning to play, you were learning to manage. You were the 9-year-old checking the locks, reading the bank statements, or decoding the silence in the kitchen. You didn't have the luxury of being messy. You had to be the foundation because you realized very early on that the adults in the room were shaking. You weren't a child. You were a load-bearing wall. Think about that for a second. Most people spend their adulthood trying to build a life, but you've been building since the 2nd grade. You didn't grow up. You were deployed. And now you're an architect who doesn't know how to stop building. You're still looking for a crisis to solve because calm feels like a trap. The high cost of superpowers. But these superpowers come with a hidden tax, a debt that is collected every single day you wake up and choose to be strong. Now, as an adult, you are a force of nature. You can handle a corporate collapse or a family crisis with your eyes closed. Your heart rate doesn't even spike when the world is burning. But asking for help, that feels like a physical threat. It feels like exposing a hole in your armor that you can't afford to show. Resting without guilt feels like leaving your post during a war. To you, a Saturday afternoon with nothing to do isn't relaxing. It's a security breach. It's an open window for a disaster you haven't planned for yet. Being carefree feels dangerous. Why? Because your internal operating system was built on one absolute rule. Stability depends on you holding it together. If you drop the ball, the house falls. If you stop watching the perimeter, the enemy gets in. This is the perfectionist's paradox. You aren't trying to be the best, you are trying to be the safest. You don't overthink because you like the details. You overthink because you are running 17 different simulations to make sure no one gets hurt. You have the superpower of hypervigilance. You can read a room in 3 seconds. You know exactly which coworker is upset, which friend is lying, and which relative is about to cause a scene. But the tax you pay is that you can never turn the radar off. You are a lighthouse that has forgotten how to stop spinning. Your nervous system is a Ferrari engine stuck in a school zone. You are built for a high-speed chase that ended 20 years ago. And the most tragic part? You've been the adult for so long that you've forgotten how to be the person the adult is supposed to be protecting. The service-based identity. You've become the reliable one, the fixer. You are attracted to people who need saving because being needed is the only version of love your code recognizes. You seek out the emotionally unavailable because unavailable feels like home. It feels familiar to give everything and receive nothing in return. Let's look at the cost. That bone-deep exhaustion you feel, the kind that sleep can't touch, that is 20 years of a nervous system running in overdrive. You don't know how to rest because in your world, rest meant things fell apart. The world rewards you for this. It loves your independence. It loves your efficiency. But nobody asks what was burned to keep that fire going. You are a conductor leading an orchestra while you are drowning inside. You manage the tension, you diffuse the conflict, you make everyone comfortable, and you stay completely alone in the center of it. The sovereign surrender. To heal, you have to do something the architect hates. You have to be honest. You have to grieve the version of you that was allowed to be messy, the version that was allowed to be needy and irresponsible, yet still worthy of a seat at the table. That kid deserved a shield, but they were forced to be the armor for everyone else. Listen closely. Being needed is not the same as being valued. Your worth is not a calculation of your productivity or your ability to manage a crisis. You are not a human doing. You are a human being. It is time to decommission the old system. You are allowed to be a beginner at being taken care of. You are allowed to let someone else hold the weight for a change. The child who grew up too fast did an incredible job. They kept the world spinning when it should have stopped. But they can rest now. The forge is closed for the night. You've been holding on so tight for so long. What would it feel like to finally let go? If this protocol decoded your past, leave your mark. Subscribe to Rise Theory or keep playing life on hard mode. The choice is yours. We're done here.